Hey everybody, what's going on? Clint and T here. We got a chance to go see Magnificent Seven last week, and you know what? I'm in. I totally liked it.
It's okay.
I totally liked it.
As you guys know, I've never liked anything and I hate all movies, and this is no exception.
So anyway, The Magnificent Seven is obviously a remake of The Magnificent Seven, which in and of itself was a remake of The Seven Samurai. And then I guarantee you, they don't spring to mind immediately, but I guarantee you this story has been told over and over again in the years since. Three Amigos, for example, is another one that comes to mind. So this story, obviously, very well-worn territory.
At this point, everything gets remade so much. We had the original, this sort of inspiration with Seven Samurai, then we have Magnificent Seven, then we have Magnificent Seven, the TV show, in the, I think, late 90s, early noughts, perhaps, I can't quite recall.
Somewhere in there.
And now with everything being remade so much, I was watching this movie, I was just like, oh, so it's Suicide Squad. Oh, which is Ocean's 11. Oh, which is Seven Samurai.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just sort of like,
yeah.
It's sort of like, we need to build a ragtag bunch of rebels.
We're starting to get a little bit of a feedback loop where remakes and retellings are concerned. The one thing that I will say about this movie is it is a Western. Like,
yeah.
It's a popcorn Western, and that is what I really loved about it. Is the movie great? No. But the cool thing is, the score, very iconically adventure westerns, bum 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 bum. You know, it was like really fun in that way. It looked gorgeous. The vistas of the Old West looked great.
I will say about the score though, I feel like they didn't really ride the iconic Magnificent Seven music as hard as they could have or might have.
No.
I feel like they were very sparing with it. I really only remember hearing it once or twice.
Yeah. It didn't break the mold of this sort of like some bad dudes get together to do a good thing and defeat an even worse dude kind of story that we all know from. I will say though, a lot of the movie, and this is both a good and bad critique, because a lot of the movie I was thinking about the Three Amigos. There were so many scenes in the movie where I was like, oh, I love the Three Amigos. Like, I just love the Three Amigos. And for me, the takeaway for me on that is like, this story, this bad guys band together to do the right thing for some little guys that are being trod upon by the evil guy. It's such an effective story, and it's so simple, and it speaks to me on some level that I don't care what format you're telling me the story, and apparently I'm in.
I do enjoy a Western as well, and I've been enjoying this sort of resurgence of Westerns in recent years. I think it might have started around Django, Unchained, and we've had a couple Westerns here and there in the years since, and I'm all for it. I think this one is just a little bit less interesting than some of the Westerns we've had in recent history. This one does nothing to sort of reimagine or update the genre. It's very much like a Western, but in color.
There's the Westerns of like Tombstone and Unforgiven and those sort of Westerns from the early 90s. And then there's even been some more modern Westerns like the No Country for Old Men and Hell or High Water, which is still in theaters, that are like sort of present day Westerns. And this is very much a like popcorn, white hat, black hat, silhouettes riding off into the sunset kind of adventure Western. And so there's nothing terribly weighty about it.
No.
But I think it's a really good popcorn adventure Western. I really enjoyed it. I had a blast.
I do think that one thing they did to update the sort of remake of The Magnificent Seven was having a United Colors of Benetton cast. I think they probably just took a government form and made sure they were able to tick every box. Like, okay, we got a white guy, we got another white guy, we got a fat white guy, we got a black guy, we got an Asian guy.
To be fair, the fat white guy was also sort of Native American in a weird way. He had some weird. Anyway.
Racially ambiguous.
Yeah.
And, you know, I would rather them do that, even though it's somewhat pandering, than have a completely whitewashed cast. So if those are the two options, I would definitely opt for what they did here. I think Denzel Washington as the ringleader of the Magnificent Seven is as good as he's ever been in a movie like this. This isn't really heavy lifting acting-wise, but I think he did a great job. And I gotta say, he's moving pretty well for a guy who's pushing 60.
Yeah, Chris Pratt not having to carry a movie, he's cool again. I was really excited, like.
He's something for the honeys, you know. He's there to kind of like be the hot guy who's also funny and like kind of cool, and he does a great job. He's Chris Pratt.
And Vincent D'Onofrio was really interesting. He was doing something. He was
as
insane.
Weird as he's ever been.
He was as weird as he's ever been. Ethan Hawke was really good. I mean, the cast was good. Everybody was great because you could tell everybody was having such a good time, being like, "Oh, I'm playing Cowboys and Indians. Like, this is great. Like, I'm gonna lean against this saloon wall and like chew on this cigarillo, and I'm gonna look awesome. And everybody knew that it was cool. What they were doing was cool, and they were having a blast doing it.
One thing I would like to mention, though, is that Ethan Hawke is really getting his cowboy on right now, because he's in this, and then he's also in another movie, which is coming out, I believe, in October, called In the Valley of Evil. I saw it a few months ago, and it's a lot more interesting in terms of kind of trying to do something a little bit more creative with the Western genre, but I'm kind of percolating my own fan theory that he's the same character in both of these movies.
Can we talk about the names real quick?
Yeah.
Because the Sam Chisholm. Great name. Goodnight Robichaux. It was a guy's name. There's other names that Denzel Washington's character, who is a bounty hunter, just sort of threw out off the cuff. I believe there's like, goes by the name of Bully July. And what? And then like, he was looking for Powder Danny.
Yeah,
like,
Powder Danny.
The names are just incredible. It's so good.
But yeah, I would say this is like a fine enough shoot 'em up movie. If you've seen a lot of Westerns, you're probably not going to get anything new here, but the guys in it are fun. You know, the entire cast, they do a great job. If you have not seen a lot of Westerns, then this might be new to you.
You know what? This is probably a good sort of like starter Western.
Yeah.
To be honest.
A gateway Western, if you will.
If you're looking to get into Westerns, now's your chance.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, that is what we think about Magnificent Seven. Let us know what you think about it in the comments down below. Are you excited about it? What's your favorite Western? And we're talking anything. It doesn't have to be set in the 1800s in the Old West, even like some of the more modern Westerns. What is your favorite Western movie of all time? Let us know in the comments down below. Click like and subscribe, and we will see you next time here on Cinefix. Oh, we didn't talk about the VO at the very end. That was completely unnecessary, because there's a line of VO at the end that's like, they were magnificent.
Terrible.
Stupid.